shipyard understands a boat from design to construction. But the clearest picture comes from the people who sail it every day, in real conditions and on long passages. During his recent visit, we asked a professional skipper of the Privilège 510 Signature to share how the boat behaves under sail and how he manages it alone offshore.
My name is Alex and I'm a professional skipper in 510 Signature. Many people ask me about the performance of this boat. It's not a performance cat, but it's not a slow boat. If you are sailing the proper sail, you can achieve nice performance in cruising. I think it's good to have big sails because it's not a light boat. So in order to obtain to achieve performance, you have to have the right sail. It's not like other performance boats. They are light, so they can achieve better performance with smaller sails. In this boat, you need to have in light wind, you need to have big sail or asymmetric or code zero or Jennaker, and then you can achieve speed. I will say if you have 10 knots, you can do 5.5, 6 easy with the right sail. And then if there is more wind, you will have more speed. But you can do 55, 60% is super easy to do. Then if you are looking for performance, you can go a little bit higher. Yeah, you can go all the way from 45, 50 degrees. Is not the best pointing to the wind. The cats are not good pointing to the wind like a monohull, but in a around the world trip, you will be downwind 90% of the time. But we did Panama, Puerto Rico against the wind. That's a strong one, and it was like 7-8 days, going like 45 to 60 degrees of the wind. So that's like a strong sail, and the boat was perfect. The thing is, usually when you are offshore sailing, you want to have everything ready to deploy. Some other boats, you have to take the sail down and hoist another sail. So normally people never do that. So if you are offshore and you have a squall coming and you have to take your sail down, normally you full the sail and you motor for a little bit and then you take the sail out again. But if you have the 3 options ready to go, then you are able to have the right thing for the moment. If I spec another 510 again, I will put the same sails I have. I have a code 0 and I have a A2 asymmetric. And then I have my mainsail, jib, and storm jib, and I think that's a good setup. If you are thinking about making miles, like hardcore miles, I think it's one of the best boats. At least for me, it's the best I try. The thing that makes the difference to me is the cockpit configuration. So you are able to do everything from here. You don't need to go outside. On the 510, I spent 23 days. Crossing from Puerto Rico to Galicia. So in rough conditions, that when you are offshore for a long time, that's a normal thing. So you will have some rough days. So it's really nice to be able to close everything and just be protected from the elements and being dry, and that's really nice. You only need to go out of here in order to hoist a spinnaker. That's the unique time you need to go to the mast winch. But for all the rest, you don't need to. And especially the good thing also is that you have the code 0 full time installed, so you can deploy it from here easy. You don't need to do nothing. So you have your electric fullers, you have all the line management in here. So you really don't need to go out of the helm to take care of the boat. When you are sailing, if we have this closed, then we can go down here and we connect with the boat in a safe manner. We don't need to go outside to go in the boat. So that's, for example, other boats, if you are in the flybridge, you need to step down, walk around, and then come inside the boat. That's a dangerous moment when you are out. Here you just go down and you are all the time protected. Here in the right side we have the jib and the storm jib sheets. And then in here we have the mainsail topping leaf, downhaul, and then all the reef lines. So you can handle everything from here, and even you have controls for the back winch. This dual screen, so you can have all your information, like you can have wind information and radar, or if you are offshore, then the chart is not that important because you are in middle of the ocean. So sometimes I have some cameras to looking forward and the radar, and then I have wind in the small displays. It depends on what you're doing. The cameras also is a good thing if to keep track of the engines, what's going on there, if there is a leak or if there is something, then you have the screen switch automatically to the different cameras, so you can have a quick view of what's going on in the engine room. This boat in particular, it has the boat thruster, and that's a great addition also for maneuverability. Yeah, we have in this boat, we have load sensors in the caps routes and the main sheet. So we are able to see in real time how stressed is the rigging. So we can manage the reefing strategy in a different way.
As a shipyard, it matters to us how our boats behave out on the ocean. We build for people who rely on them every day, and the most valuable feedback comes from those who sail them in real conditions. Staying close to our owners, listening, and improving together is a key part of who we are at Privilège Marine.